I guess we're going.
Let's roll.
I'm not ready.
What do we need to do?
Welcome to the CWC Podcast with your hosts, David Selby, Andy Horton, and Savannah Smith.
Well, here we are.
Can't take her anywhere. People think she's so serious all the time. You can't get anything done with her.
All right.
Gotta rein her in. Sorry.
So there's nothing formal about this, but I am going to give ourselves an intro here. So welcome back to the CWC Podcast, your home for the latest news, rumors, and updates from around the sport of chuckwagon racing. I'm your host, David Selby, and I'm joined by my co-host, Andy Horton, and our special guests, Dapple Eoff Seals.
Oh, my goodness.
I know, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Miss Peggy Eoff. And we just delivered the 2025 DVD, and that's how it goes down here, at least one last time.
The last of the DVDs. That is weird.
Yeah. I hope that they still need us next year. But
Right?
but we're down here at Hogs Heifers Sports Bar. Thanks to Dave and Tanya Harp for hosting us again. It's been excellent. And we're excited to have the Eoffs here today. So how you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Good.
Yeah. It's, gosh, what is today? Sunday the 14th that we're shooting. So this,
How about the Tuesday? But it's not Tuesday.
yeah. It feels weird to be here on Sunday. Like I drove up to the store, you know.
And no,
Yeah, when nobody was there.
It's cold and quiet, and there's nobody here. So that's where I called you, tried to play it off like I just rolled it. No, I definitely rolled up to the store. It was just like,
Like we were there.
yeah, there was nobody home. And I was the one that didn't think that through. But
Oh.
the DVDs have been delivered, and so by the time we actually like put this out there mid Wednesday or Thursday, maybe some people will have them already.
Actually had to, yeah. We're going to get them in the mail in the morning.
But yeah, we've got the 25th DVD, and it's the last time. It's
It's kind of sad.
I'm
the
saying,
tweet. That was my calling to be here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Seven-
without the DVD, you wouldn't.
17 years
Yeah.
ago
It's Sweet Flavie.
with Sweet Flobby. We should have brought her in. That would have
We
been the
should have brought
surprise.
Flavie in.
That would have been the like golden guest to just like
Yes.
spring on everybody. Was the
The
original.
one that started it all.
The
Started
OG.
the DVD.
Who was here before Flobby?
Rodeo Video
Okay,
out of Snowflake, Arizona.
I've seen a couple of I'm talking like 90s chuckwagon videos surface from here on like YouTube. Like they've just been like randomly uploaded to YouTube. And
wow.
I've noticed a couple of those kind of surface. So I know you guys have always had video. Do you remember the first year you guys did the video down here?
It'd been in the early 90s,
Yeah.
probably.
Like going back, so when we did season 1 of the Great Wagon Race, I got all these VHS tapes, you know, but none of those were the official video. They were just like home video type videos from the 80s, from the late 80s. And that was awesome to have. And then it was like even like stuff recorded off of the TV, like ESPN.
Yeah.
ESPN had done a special or a feature.
Yeah, they came one time, and the AETN network, the educational TV, came one year and did a little deal on us back when we were young.
Yeah, man.
I was just a baby.
Yeah, golly. It's changed a little since then, huh?
Yes, it has.
So, last year we did the Christmas show, and then we left here and drove to the Mexican restaurant just off 65 on the north side of town, and I fell into a hellhole in my truck.
I think about that every time we pull in there on that driveway. I'm like, oh, that's where David went off,
Yeah.
off the road.
It's
Oh, that's terrible.
very
Yeah.
dark. It's very
Yeah, it was very dark.
That's all I remember. I just remember feeling like gravity is pulling me sideways in my truck. And then I'm like up in the air, and then of course like here comes, of all people in the whole world to be magically there like angels, It's Trip Mobley and Shane Collins just come walking up,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Who the hell who got stuck in there?" And the first thing I say out my window, which I'm like having to get up over my window at this point, I'm like, because I can see Shane, but he can't see me. I'm like, you're not going to believe this. And he's like, David, you? He's like, your back tire's off the ground. I'm like, yeah.
It's a really steep ditch though, and it's dark. Like
Yeah.
if you don't know it's there, it's easy to miss.
Yeah.
Tell me you still got a picture of that.
Oh, I've got a picture.
Somebody's got, yeah.
Maybe I'll insert that now.
Yeah, we need to insert the picture because I was at home. We had gone home to do something. We were going to meet him there, and I got like the picture on my phone, and I was like, "Don't do anything until we get there," because I didn't know that Trip and Shane were there yet. I was like, "Just wait on Zane. We're on our way. We're on our way."
Well, those guys, everybody jumped right in, and like
big group effort.
Yeah, it was awesome. Everybody just jumped right in and helped me out, and it was cool. Hey, this is a great time to mention, if you're not subscribed to the Chuckwagon channel, subscribe, relive the ride. The DVD is out. Those will be out. We'll start dripping out the content that's on the DVD here shortly, probably getting in past Christmas. And then, it's like we can...
It sounds like a bowling alley.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Dapple's daughters are here.
Bowling alley.
Is that what I'm hearing? Is the pool table?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see if the additional audio filtering will clear that out later.
Yeah. Well, I hope it does because that was aggressive.
Go to chuckwagonraces.com. Make sure you guys call or Facebook message Dapple here.
Yep. Send me a message.
Jump in her DMs and order a DVD.
Yeah. Order a DVD. We've got plenty.
It's a great Christmas gift. It's a great New Year's gift, and it's a great thing to do in January in the cold months. So
Absolutely.
make sure you have that DVD. It's the last time we'll ever have it. So we kind of did like a different look this year to make it the commemorative final DVD, the 40th annual. It's a bittersweet deal, but we're excited to have that done and move into the holidays here. So I want to know, what are you guys doing for Christmas this year?
Not much. We don't do much. It's just us. So it's like Mom and Dad and Zane and the girls and me, and that's it. So we just kind of get together and eat whatever we want, whenever we want, wear whatever we want.
We'll work Christmas Eve.
We definitely work Christmas Eve.
Yeah. And
So
Last second gifts.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of men come in that day.
Yeah.
A lot of men.
Imagine that.
I don't think we'll have a woman in the store, but we'll have a lot of men come in and do some Christmas shopping. So we always are open Christmas Eve.
I've gotten a couple of last second gifts coming into the store, dropping off the DVDs over the years.
Well, we hadn't talked about this, but we always take the day after Christmas off. But since Christmas is on a Thursday, we take off Friday. We gonna go back to work on Saturday or not? We're just gonna take.
We're just announcing it here.
I would.
Yeah, we will be closed for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, I'll figure that out. Yeah, that Saturday will be real. We do. We always take the day after Christmas off because the only people that come in a store the day after Christmas are returning
Yeah.
or exchanging.
Better
So-
reason to be closed.
So we just take the day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stay at home and sometimes we undecorate our house, like take down our trees. We're pretty scroogey, but
Man, it's
yeah,
doing more work than I'm going to do.
yeah, we just take the day off. So
Yeah, it kind of falls at a fun time this year because if you can kind of get that 4-day weekend out of it,
Yeah.
heck, you might even get Christmas Eve, depending on what's going on. But you guys obviously not.
no, we won't get Christmas Eve, but it's kind of fun to work on Christmas Eve, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because everybody that comes in and that's like the only day of the year we wrap presents. So it's not bad.
Yeah, that's usually me at like midnight on Christmas Eve. It's like, okay, I guess I'm going to wrap these now.
Yeah, I guess I better do something with all this stuff.
Go close myself in a room and
Yeah.
get it done. If not, get up early and do it.
Yeah.
Gosh. So you think about, so we won't have a show next week. This will be our last show until basically New Year's Day, because that's Thursday when we typically publish the show, and that'll be our CWC Awards show. So
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we'll have I got to yell them all out here, but there's going to be the Spill of the Year, the Entertainer of the Year, which I think was Danny last year, Venue of the Year, which was you guys last year, Interview of the year was Janet Priscilla last year. Heartwarming moment last year. 2025 most improved. Biggest laugh of the year and the youth award. So go and nominate people, and there's a link in the description below this video. Make sure you go and nominate everybody. That's a form through Google, and it's a great thing. Go and nominate those who you think are deserving of those awards, and we will be announcing those on January 1st on our New Year's Day show, which we'll record it a couple days before that. But go and nominate people, because we'll shut that down pretty soon.
Yeah, that was really fun to see last year. Yeah, that was neat.
And it's we'll present plaques. Everybody will get a plaque that wins. I'm sure that you guys probably hung yours up at a really important place.
I think it's at the coffee shop. Yeah, down there with all the other Chuckwagon stuff.
That's awesome. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, we need another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andy, what are you doing on Christmas this year?
As little as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a busy year, man.
It's yes. Yeah, I'm ready for a break. I kind of got an involuntary break, what with the situation in the horse equine world going on right now.
Yeah.
But we lost 2 really big events that would have been super nice to have had right at the end of the year. But it is what it is, and I've got some stuff I want to do to the studio and try to maybe shift gears and go a little harder on portraits and stuff next year. And so
you've been taking like basketball pictures and stuff too, though. I've been seeing.
Yeah.
Neat.
And that's really just for support of the kids, because I do a lot of high school senior stuff.
Yeah.
And so I kind of do that for them.
That's really neat.
So, yeah.
It's impressive to have a photographer of your caliber at a basketball game taking pictures of your kids.
Now, we'll use caliber loosely, but sure.
I mean, I think you're a
professional, bro.
Professional. So I've been following you.
Oh, that's scary.
We're all friends on Facebook here.
Yeah, everybody.
We've seen your stuff, Andy.
Oh, my.
Creeper.
That's what I feel like at a ball game with a camera.
Like a creeper?
As a creeper. I'm like, no, don't worry about me. They're like, who's that guy? Especially the opposing team, right? Because they don't know who the heck I am.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just some weirdo with a camera down there. You know, everybody that's in you can tell where the home stands are, because they're like yelling at me.
Yeah.
But like the other side's like, who's that guy?
Who's that guy with the camera?
Yeah.
But I bet your hometown people know who you are, because you do a lot of stuff there in your hometown.
I try.
Not everybody has an Andy Horton in their small town.
Yeah.
That could be good or bad.
Well, we've got you guys here. Let's reminisce just a little bit on the 40th annual National Championship Chuckwagon races. We have a Canadian audience now, by the way, because we're going to be shooting some Canadian races this year.
And they were at Chase Outlaws, weren't they?
And we had we had a couple folks come down and visit. That was Laurel Halderman and her husband, Dave.
Yes.
And they did get initiated.
Yep. They had a loose wagon, went and ran into their rental vehicle.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
So they got the full experience.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Exactly. Welcome to Chuckwagon Racing. There you go. Or, our version of it. Yeah.
No guardrails.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Welcome to the no guardrail edition of Chuckwagon Racing. That's perfect.
Yeah. Bring your own seat.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're to give a little bit of context, Peggy and her husband Dan Eoff started this deal 40 years ago, and it was just a couple of you back then. So give us in a nutshell, year one, why, how, when, what happened there?
Well, Dan and I had just gotten married in May. And back then, our bunch would always get together and have parties at New Year's, Christmas, we'd all get together. And so it's kind of our turn to have a party. And back then, our house was teeny, teeny, tiny. We couldn't have people inside. We had to have something outside. And on our honeymoon, with Dave and Janet Brown at the time, went with us. We went to Cheyenne Frontier Days rodeos, and David had never seen chuckwagon races, and he said, "I want to watch those chuckwagon races." And so we did, and it was fun. And when we came home, Dan said, "Well, let's have our party Labor Day, and let's race some wagons." And so we called a bunch of our friends. We had 8 teams. The Foosh Mountain guys came, and a bunch of Clinton boys and Greenbrier and just little surrounding areas came, and we cooked fish and chicken and raced wagons, and we danced, and we just had a big time. We had a wild cow roping, and it's kind of like the Great Wagon Race song. We did all that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Didn't Mike Cullum win the wild cow thing the first year?
Mike Cullum and Danny Harbison and Paul Rhoda were the wild cow catch winners. And David and Gary Brown and Danny Newland won the wagon race.
Yeah.
They got very wonderful prizes of windbreakers from Walmart.
Yeah, because that's what it was in the 80s.
That's what it was.
Yeah, the windbreakers.
And we had no money, and, it was just for fun.
Yeah.
And then the next couple days at the coffee shop where Dan would go drink coffee, they said, man, we heard y'all had a party. We want to come, do another one. And, of course, Dan thinks, I bet we can make a little money if we did this. And the next year, we got in the truck and went to any feed store or little grocery store, any place that would let us put up a poster. And every Saturday afternoon and Sunday, that's what we did for a month.
Yeah, and this was like right after the first time, or this was like going into
the next year.
Okay.
Yeah, we thought,
summer.
we'll do it again. Yeah. And, our neighbor, Roy Gray Jennings, it's where the overflow area is for RVs now. Dan said, Roy might need to cut the fence because we're going to have so many people come. And we ordered, I don't know how many pounds of buffalo meat because we were going to have a buffalo barbecue.
Yeah.
We didn't need to cut the fence.
Yeah.
We had lots of buffalo meat
Yeah.
for the winter.
Incredible.
And it's just grown.
Well, and it seems like it grew quickly. Like whenever I look at the like the interview where you guys are sitting out there in '89, and you're saying 4 years ago we invited our friends over, and at that point you guys had already gotten quite a bit of attention. So it seems like it bloomed up pretty quickly. What was the reality of it kind of getting to where it was, thousands of people?
Well, I would say 1991 we thought was our year. We really did. We thought, okay, we have got everything covered. And it rained.
Yeah.
And it rained. And it rained. And back then, Shake Rag was a dirt road, and people couldn't get up the hill. And the county judge said, when the rain stops, he said, we'll have to fix the road. He said, people are out there across the highway there waiting to come in. And Dan and I sat out on the back porch, and we just cried and said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? But we had it, and, it was okay. But it was a good 15 years before it started to make a profit.
Yeah.
At least 15 years.
I feel like there's a lot of wisdom that you could bestow upon a lot of people that are doing, their own personal ventures, whether it be business or whatever. There's a lot to learn from you guys' journey. A lot of humility added in there, I think.
Amen. Yeah. Like I said, we thought that 91 was our year.
Yeah.
And God said, hang on just a second. Hang on. You're not quite ready yet.
Yeah.
And he'll humble you.
Mm-hmm. Man. So you fast forward, you're having the 40th annual event. You guys you kicked the week off with the gold buckle dinner to honor the handful of guys that have been there for 40 years. You have to come up with another gift, because every 5 years, I guess, is kind of...
Yeah, they're not quitting.
Yeah.
Just going.
They haven't all died off yet.
They're,
keep on.
Yeah, they're not retiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
And there's
just
more on
coming
the way.
back. Yeah.
More on the way. Well, it was a special year. So I know it's been several months, but thinking back, what was maybe the thing that was the most special to you, or something that stuck out from the 40th anniversary this year for each of you guys that maybe was kind of special to you?
You want to go first? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess when it was over Sunday afternoon, still on the announcer stand, Danny looked at me and he said, "You going to do this again?"
Yes. Yes, we are.
And I looked at him. I said, "Are you?"
Yes. Yes, we are.
And so we, and we just kind of left it at that. So, as long as Danny's on that stand, I'll be out there.
Yeah.
But that was, to me, the most special thing is when he looked at me and said, "You gonna do it again?"
Yeah. Man.
Wow.
That's special.
No pressure on Danny, right?
Yeah, Danny. Pressure, actually. If you're watching, there's pressure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, lots and lots of pressure, Danny.
He continues to show up to work.
Oh, he's great.
He is wonderful. Great. He is wonderful.
There's no one can take his place.
Yeah.
One time, several years ago, during the Parade of Wagons, nearly made me cry because he was talking about Dan, and he said, here's the man, the goat. The goat.
Yeah.
And he's calling Dan the goat. And I'm thinking Danny's the goat behind that microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Nobody can do it any good.
Nobody can do it like Danny can.
Yeah. I feel like the more years I get into this, the more humbled I am by his presentation, how selfless he is on the mic, how much he makes everybody out there. I mean, you think about, like, what are the ingredients to success for an event like this, and the way he makes everybody feel larger than life, when he calls out your name up there.
Yeah.
Man, I've sang the anthem several times now, and I don't know if it was good or not, but whatever Danny says after I'm done sure makes me feel good.
He does, yeah.
As I shakily walk away, like, try not to fall off the cliff.
Try not to roll down the,
Oh, man. So, Dapple, what was your moment in the 40th annual?
Oh, well, it's going to be hard to follow that one. I think that it was special to me when we had to cancel Thursday. It really worried me for everybody, all of our staff, just, staff, racers, everything, and just the way that everybody came together, made it work, didn't complain, had a really long day, blisters, everything, just a really, really long day Friday, but everybody, all the way down to the rookies, everybody made the best of it. There wasn't anything we could do about it. I was stressed, but I don't know why I thought I could make the rain stop, but by stressing about it. But that Friday was really special to me, how smoothly everything went and how happy everybody still was. I just thought that was a testament to the people that are a part of this.
Yeah.
And how happy they are to be a part of it. Staff, racers, EMTs, photographers, everybody. Nobody whined and cried and made a big deal out of it. We just buckled down and did what we had to do to get through Friday.
Right. Yeah. And so you guys have never quite had that scenario. So it's rookie race day, and it's going to be followed up with Chuck and Buck, which, like, despite the fact that it's kind of like, in some ways, it's like supposed to be a lighter day or something for people. It's actually like, I actually think that's one of the toughest days for production because there's so much to do. Mm-hmm. Well, that day, we ended up being out shooting even earlier because we're like, man, we got to get the story on what's going to happen with the rain.
With the rain.
And then we keep on grinding through, and then it's like, we're going to do the Chuck and Buck. We're going to move the Chuck and Buck. And so, logistically speaking, it created a lot of things that needed solutions, basically problems.
And
I don't want to say problems, but.
And I think the best decisions possible were made for that. We couldn't have moved it anywhere indoors. We couldn't have, we had to have it outside. And I think where they positioned it and had the jumbotrons and the feed up top, it made it still worth a bit, still worth coming to watch and a big production, and people still want to see more. So I think that's really impressive how quickly that came together.
Yeah. So it rains Thursday.
Anywho,
so we moved
to that.
So we moved the Chuck and Buck further out into the field. We had kind of planned on having video production that would shoot back up to the top, but then we were like, How did that go, Andy? Do you remember?
Yeah, we had what do we have? A couple of camcorders that we had transmitters on. Then we had the drone.
Yeah,
is what we had down at the bullpen, and so we were actually shoving that signal, 1,000 feet across to get to it, and it was actually tough to see if you didn't have something to look at. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean it ended up helping a lot.
And we had to steal the drone. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah,
I said the drone.
Yeah,
because it was starting to get dark and they needed that light. And Andy told us we could use his light plant. We couldn't figure out how to get to his camp.
Yeah.
And so he follows the drone. We jump in this truck with this guy. He's smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer.
So you didn't know him.
I did not know him.
So he was with them.
Yeah, he was with
them.
Okay. And she's like, he'll take you. So we just jump in, me and one of my friends, and we're just bouncing across the field, following this drone, trying to figure out where.
So I didn't know I didn't know the truck. And you were trying to describe the truck, and I didn't know it, and I'd never seen it. And you were like, "I'm here," and I was like, "Okay, did you see that drone fly over?"
Yeah.
That's one way to get somebody's attention.
Yeah, exactly.
So
follow it.
We just had to follow the drone.
Yeah,
that was really funny. We missed a little bit of the bull riding because of it, but that was funny.
Yeah,
that was really funny.
That whole day ended up being just I don't know. And sometimes, whenever you face a little bit of struggle or more challenge, it kind of makes the memories that much better. I thought that was a heck of a day. And then
it was.
Now I'm going to just put the pressure on you guys here. So what were the conversations as far as having to postpone? So what were the conversations? Because I know that there were some big decisions having to be made. I'll just lay it down there. There were some big decisions having to be made about what are we going to do about the rookie races. So what was that like at the time? Was it a nice, friendly conversation like, oh, we all just agreed, let's just do this tomorrow morning?
No, I'm sorry. I was the one that didn't agree.
So what were the different options? What were the options?
When they first called, it was Mom and Dad and Danny were the ones who had the conversation first, I believe, that morning.
Oh, yeah.
And they wanted to have the rookie races at 8 a.m. because they don't sleep.
Get up early.
Because they're older and they don't sleep late.
Yeah.
Not that we all sleep late the week of the wagon races, but when they called me, I was like, no, listen, we can't do 8 a.m. I'm not coming. It's going to be too much for people. And so I think we bumped it back to 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 10.
And that was better.
It was
really better.
Why do I feel like it was 9?
If I felt like it was, yeah.
I think so.
Maybe it was.
I think it was 10.
Okay.
And
it was better.
That was the
8 would have been too early.
That was, I think, the only disgruntlement. And it wasn't even a disgruntlement. It was just, I don't think that we need to do it at 8.
I couldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'll just be honest with you. I would have died.
There's a lot of people that wouldn't have made it. It just made the day too long. The day we were already extending the day, and it just wasn't a thought it's hard to think about what's going to happen, and if you haven't ever lived it, you think,
right.
Oh, well, we work 8 to whatever all day anyways, but it's a different level of work during the wagon races.
Oh, well, not only that, I was there running at 7:30 to hit 10.
Yeah. Yes.
So I mean, it was just not going to be possible.
Yeah.
Well, and you've got the reality of you've got the rookies that morning, and then you have to turn over, come back and run the national championships in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But the other thing is you guys typically will, I would have probably said on the show that week, they're going to run through rain.
Oh, absolutely. We always run through rain.
But
we've never canceled because of rain.
But it rained a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot. Oh man! But I thought it all worked out, and
it did.
And it was, and it also the weather was really great that week. I mean, probably one of the best. I mean,
yes, the weekend was great,
yeah.
And the respect that people showed because it was really, really urgent that people stayed off the track.
Yeah.
That's why we had to move Chase back.
Yeah.
Right.
The Chuck and Buck, yeah.
And everybody respected that so much.
Mm-hmm.
The Chuck and Buck.
Chase too.
Yeah, all of them. Andy. Andy Stewart, all of them had to go back. Yeah. But anyways, they just keeping the track safe. Everybody there just understood, that, we don't need to drive over there. We don't need to walk over there. And it was perfect.
They're like, so you're saying we have to drink our beer right there instead of
over here? But how people can be sometimes. People don't like change. So
and we really hated it for chase because this is his third one. And he kept saying before the races, when we were getting ready and all, he said, Dan's always told me the third year will make or break it.
Yeah.
And, this was really something thrown into him that they had to pivot and make it work.
And they handled it so well.
And they did. And it just shows, that it's going to keep going.
Yeah.
And
oh, absolutely. It's impressive the way
the
way they handle everything, the way they produce everything, the people that are behind it. It's very impressive.
Well, for an event that runs largely the same every year, that sure shook things up and made it interesting. And it made it interesting for us, obviously as a production crew. If it rains, it doesn't mean like, oh, don't get the gear out today. It just means we got to go get the story, and that's what we did. And so that's the kind of thing that's going to will make the third season of the Great Wagon Race really interesting. There's
I can't wait to see that
stuff.
I know y'all are excited to go film that day, so
it's going to be good. I think people are going to really like this season, and I think that the big mules, as the center point as a division goes, super interesting. We have follow-up stories that you're looking at season 1 with Pink Poodle, you're looking at season 3, and you're still watching Pink Poodle. So you've got characters that are, that you're familiar with at that point. Plus in the buckboard, you kind of have this redemption story for Full Throttle Loca and that whole thing. I think it's going to be a really good season. I think people are going to really enjoy it. And it boiled down to a great competition in the big mules too.
It was. There were good races everywhere.
Yeah.
In all the divisions, I thought there were some really good races.
Yeah, and then Dapple got married this year.
I did.
Cherry on top.
Yeah, cherry on top. Got married.
So you guys had a horse and dog show this year, and you had a breakaway roping. So
dog and pony show.
You better wait. And let my dad talk about the dog and pony show.
Yeah,
that was his baby.
And if only he was here.
Yeah, we need to get him in here for an interview.
What is it?
Hey, so what's the story on this dog and pony show? How did it go this year?
Oh man, it went real well. I think it went good. We're going to have more dogs and get a little more. It was a little too long. We had to shorten the track up a little. We have a lot of interest in it. Some of the dogs that we thought was going to win, they ran back and went back to the house.
We're going to put Rosie in it next year.
We're going to have a wiener dog division next year.
Rosie.
Oh, a wiener dog.
Which dog has the 3 legs?
Yeah.
Oh, this Booger.
Boogerhead.
You gotta get Boogerhead in there too.
Yeah.
He likes to stay on the porch.
So what's going to change next year?
Oh, I don't know. We're going to have we might have a auction on the border collies that work the cattle. Those boys that have it, that furnish the dogs, they sell them dogs. And we got a good audience to show how good they work. Then we're going to come back and maybe have an auction with about 3 dogs.
So are you saying like a Calcutta?
No. I mean a real auction. We're going to auction this dog off. 500 and 600, 700. We're going to get to see them during the performance, during the pre-show.
He's talking about Matt's dogs.
And there's a lot of people interested in them. Cow dogs. Real border collies. No blue heelers, just border collies.
Well, I'll let you get back to your pool game. Thanks for taking
They beat me. They cheated. Them girls are cheaters now. I'd look this way and
Sharks.
They're sharks.
Yeah, pool sharks. Yeah.
Thanks, Dan. Well, that's Dan Ope. He's the guy we keep talking about here.
He's the brains of the organization.
Yep.
He is that. He thinks about something all the time. Sometimes it's tiring because I'll think, I'm going to go see my mom and dad, and I'll get to their houses. Now, we need to talk about such and such. I've been thinking about this for next year. And I'm like, oh, Dad, I just came to drink a beer with my mom.
Yeah. I get it. Man.
Yep.
Well, we all owe a big nod to him because when you zoom out for a second and you look at, here we are having this conversation 40 years later. None of that happens if you guys don't have that get together at your house. And then it blossoms into this national championship chuckwagon race thing. It's just kind of crazy to me. It's wild. It's so thank you. I kind of asked him, like, what's next year? Well, you just did 40 years. Where does the National Championship Chuckwagon races go from here?
Oh, that's such a loaded question.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard to come up with something new every year. And people always say, "What's new? What's new for this year?" It's like, how many new things can you come up with? For 40 years, I feel like we've done a pretty good job. And
I feel like that the emphasis is so heavy on our racers. We are. I'm not saying that. Well, I'm just gonna say it. We are a true wagon race with other events that go on.
Yeah.
And so the main focus of our event is always going to be the wagon races.
Yeah.
And it's not as fluid as other things can be. So, but I feel like we have to keep that at the heart of our event, because that's what makes our event so special, is that the racers are the stars. They're the ones that everybody's there to see. Mm-hmm. And then they get to go on trail rides and be a part of a clinic or do other things too. But it's kind of hard to change that because, unless you just start adding divisions or doing things like that.
And you can't do that and make a performance that people are only going to sit for 2.5, 3 hours at the most.
Yeah. And I think we were at 189 or 187 wagons this year, teams. And so, you really can't add just a lot. And, we get people all the time, well, what about running 4 up? Well, I know there's a little bit of, I don't know what it would, desire to try to do that fantasy kind of behind it to see what it would be like. But once you start doing things like that, you really get into a different bracket of money and a bracket of competition. There's not very many teams that could even do that.
Right.
So as far as where it's going, I hope it kind of just keeps going like it is.
Yeah.
And our deal's always been try not to have a lot of money involved in it.
Right.
If you're a racer, don't buy a $20,000 outriding horse or, $50,000 team or whatever. Just use what you've got and come and have a good time. That's what we're for, is having a good time. And you get into that 4 up and money and
having to run against Dodge rodeo. It's I'm taking the fun.
There's a whole lot more people who never win than people that win.
Right.
And I think that's why we have been as successful as we are, is because
everybody's the same.
Everybody's the same. When you come through that gate, I don't care if you're driving a school bus with the top cut off, half of it, when your horse
with a mule in the back.
Yeah, with a 42-inch mule, you're just as good as a guy who comes in with a $300,000 RV pulling a, I don't know how much even or horse trailers cost anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
That's not us.
Yeah, no, and it's working. I mean, it's working.
Yeah, everybody's VIP at our deal.
Yes.
We don't want to take preference of somebody, especially for money. Or we're going to sell these VIP tickets. Well, we have people all the time that say, you could probably auction off those spots down there on the line. It's like, well, why would we do that?
Right.
But
no, you guys have had, it's 4 decades of the right mentality. There's just some things that it's like if it ain't broke,
don't.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
It's definitely one of those things.
And as long as these racers keep being as spectacular as they've been and are getting, we shouldn't have any issues.
Yeah.
Because they're what makes it.
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome. I think that's a great point. It's just incredible. It's like this, I don't know if it's a fine line, but you guys have this perfect balance of, like, it's super competitive.
Yes.
But it's also super laid back and it's not too serious. And I think that probably the key thing there is that you guys have always kind of kept the money out of it, so that is not what it's all about. It's still in essence what it was when it started. And I had never, until we edited the first season of The Great Wagon Race, I don't think I'd ever really listened to that song, The Great Wagon Race, and like really listened to it. Mm-hmm. But then when I used it in the show, and it's the end credits. Well, it's in there for the end of every show. And if you just ever listen to the words of that song, it is exactly what the event is. And it's almost like it could be the Bible of your event. If you can stick to that, if you stick to that, yep. That's the recipe for success for that event almost, because it's been true to that the whole time. So I commend you guys on keeping it that way. So Dapple, you got to go to a Chuckwagon race event.
I did. I haven't been to one in a couple of years. My kids keep me so busy in the summer, I miss them all. But I did. I got to go to Chase Outlaws.
Yep, you went to the inaugural Chase Outlaw Nation
State final, yeah.
State final, yeah.
It was great. It really was. It was good. He had a good crowd. I thought the place was good. I had a lot of people tell me how good his track was. It was just he worked really hard on his ground and everything to make sure that it was. I have no complaints. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Bull riding was good.
Chase knows what a production is. He's been around long enough. He knows how to put on a show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that showed, we've seen a lot of firsts, and that didn't feel like a first.
Yeah. It didn't feel like a first. Yeah. It felt like, he'd been doing it a while. Except for his outriding. It looked like maybe he'd taken a few years off that.
I'm going to say that. That looked like a first.
That looked like a first, or maybe a last to me. I don't know, one or the other.
Oh no!
Insert that clip.
Yeah, we will have to insert that clip. And it's one thing when you're trying to video and laugh at the same time.
Oh, I know.
And you could hear the whole place was just laughing.
I was laughing. They're like, "That's Chase."
Yeah.
Oh, now we're going to have Chase on just to defend himself.
He's going to have to defend himself. I've called him out.
Go watch day 2 though, because he swung right up on.
Oh yeah, day 2 was a different deal, but
it was not an incapable situation. It was almost like he was over capable because he kind of like overshot it.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
He's like sprung over his horse basically.
Yeah, he did, and then his saddle
and then his saddle turned over.
But I'll say. He held on until he was like this far from the ground underneath that horse, and then he finally was like, "Okay, I think this is it." And
he got his 8 seconds.
He did. He wasn't going to let go very high up in the air. I promise. It was funny.
Well, one of the things that he did you guys see the self-made video that came out?
I have seen bits of it, but I haven't sat down and watched it yet. They've just made one with Chase. It's on Facebook.
So that was a Monster Energy produced thing. Luke Westman, he's a tattoo artist. He was on the ranch at the National Championships this year, and he was following Chase around with cameras that week, and they put out this show where he does like his show. He does a feature with someone he's going to design a tattoo for, while the in-depth story reveals more about the person that's getting that tattoo. It's also providing like a deeper insight into everything, where Luke is getting a better idea of how he's going to design the tattoo based on who the person is, which is like kind of a neat thing. So anyways, I was going to just kind of bring that up and say, if you hadn't seen it, go on YouTube, type in self-made with Luke Westman or Chase Outlaw, and that'll pop up. It's kind of a neat story. I actually really enjoyed seeing it through the lens of someone who had never been to the event. And he's kind of getting this experience of coming to the national championships the first time, and obviously he's getting the Chase Outlaw experience too, which is maybe even a little bit more intense than maybe the typical roll through the gates and you're just camping and chilling out, because Chase has a big time and he's so busy the whole week. But yeah, that was kind of a neat thing to see it from that vantage point, at least.
Yes, I've watched, they've released like the clips and things just to kind of promote it, and I've watched those, but I haven't sat down and watched it yet.
Yeah.
But I think after this week, we only have like 2 ball games a week for a couple weeks, so maybe maybe I can watch some TV at home.
Yeah, you're trying to raise some
ballers,
professional ballers.
That 4th grade Pee Wee basketball, it's a serious deal.
I know you stay busy. Okay, so before we kind of start winding down here, we're going to bring on our other special guest, our tertiary guest, Dan Eoff.
Who, without him, none of this would ever happen.
He's probably not going to put these on.
I can't believe we have to thank him to his face.
Dad.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything.
Take him up there.
Oh, yeah, he will.
You'll put it on?
He likes to be on TV. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Can you hear? Can you hear us?
What'd you say?
He didn't listen anyway.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, just make sure you're real close to that mic when you talk. That's the main thing.
I can't get this.
Get your phone down.
Yeah, you might have to put that phone down for just a minute.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. We got
We
you.
can hear you. Dan, what kind of deals are you
Got
doing
over
on
here.
a
What is
Sunday
that?
afternoon?
Are you building that? What is that?
I'll tell you a minute later. I'll tell you in a while. What's that?
Got to show me stuff and then do that?
All right.
Something new.
Okay.
So, Dan, probably the big question is, where do we go? It's been 40 years. Where does the National Championship Chuck Wagon Races go from here?
I think on the court square we're going to sell out and quit. I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to keep on, just a little at a time. We're going to add some things to it. We've got some new deals coming. We think we're going to try. You know, just like the pony and dog show, we're going to try a few things new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
got a. You want me to tell you what we're working on?
I think so.
We've got a. We're going to have a side-by-side ride this year.
Oh.
We have so many people, I noticed last year, bring their side-by-sides that's camped up on top.
Okay.
That comes in. Now, my mother taught me this a long time ago. Don't mix your crowds. We're not mixing side-by-side with horses. Absolutely not. We're not going to mix the Saturday night dance back up there with us on Saturday night. Keep our crowds separate. But when we ride to town on Tuesday, go through and we get to see all our monuments and things that we've got. But the people up on top that camp don't get to see that. So when they ride to town on Tuesday, we're going to take the ride and we're going to go towards the Buffalo Rock. We're going to go by the Mule Barn. We're going to go by the Bear's Den. And we're going to go on all the way up to the Eagle's Nest, come across the Buffalo Rock and make a tour. And then the next day, we're going to make a ride going to Culpeper with the side-by-sides.
Okay.
No horses. Horses not allowed.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
That's very thoughtful, very inclusive.
Well, I can just think if I was a little older, if I was an older guy and couldn't get on my horse,
yeah.
nobody laughing.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see these things.
So you're saying this is a selfish decision?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. You should do something for you.
Yeah, we've got Peggy and I. She built us we call it the Mule Barn, where the horses run up the hill.
Yeah.
They call it the Mule Hill. Well, we built a barn up there, and we're going to call it the Mule Barn. It's made out of rock. Impressive.
It's going to be moved.
Is it not impressive?
So that's what that is. That's cool.
It's going to be moved.
Uh-oh.
Hey, speaking of things that should be moved, how's the fire tower doing?
It's going to be moved.
It's the same as the Mule Barn. This woman is out of hand. Everything that I've invented and thought of, she didn't like it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. She's really losing it, I think.
everything,
He
huh?
should have asked my opinion before we started.
Mm-hmm. Well, there might be a lesson to learn there. I don't know.
After 40 years, you'd think he'd know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh.
But the side-by-side's going to be good.
I think it will be.
And maybe the dog auction.
Yeah, the dog auction. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so before we transition off that, though, I do think the side-by-side thing is a good idea. I think it's going to be it's going to open the doors to a different crowd. I say it, and not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
It's the crowd that's coming to watch the wagon race.
Right.
But
Right.
I can't. I don't have a wagon.
Yep.
But I love the horses, and
They can participate.
participate.
Yeah.
And they can see some things that we see on horses they don't get to see.
Right.
Yeah. Now, this is not like for 25-year-old kids got one of them side-by-sides, dirt side-by-sides. This is just
It's not going to be a
side-by-side,
race.
the one they ride up to watch the,
Yeah.
the concerts and watch the ride up to
Right.
watch the
Well,
races.
I think that for there to be a little bit more awareness of you can bring your side-by-side and be on top of the hill, I think it may open the door to some more people coming up there.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you go up into Missouri, where I'm from, side-by-sides, it's like everybody has that toy, and they want to take them places. And I have a lot of friends, I don't own a side-by-side, but I have a lot of friends that they pack their side-by-sides up, and they travel with them, and they'll go do mountain trips and stuff like that. So to be able to come and experience something like this and be able to do something with their side-by-side, I think there's something to that. So I think you're onto something.
We'll try it. If it don't work, we've done a lot of things, that hasn't worked.
Yeah.
And we'll try it.
So we actually have a side-by-side named after a horse that participated in the Snowy River Race.
Oh, man.
And its name is Shoes Too, and it's got a horsehair-inspired wrap, and it's got the Snowy River Race belt buckle embroidered into the seats.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
Yeah. So that's something.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it may not be year one, but I do think it'll open some people's eyes to some possibilities there with the side-by-sides. I think you're onto something. So, and then you're going to have a dog auction.
We're thinking about it. We're studying. We're trying to.
Yeah.
Not a big one. Maybe sell 2 or 3 dogs.
Uh-huh.
Or people that have the dogs.
Well, the low inventory creates big demand.
Yes. And I know, like Travis Linville, some of them guys that use dogs, he tried to buy one of them over there and offered thousands of dollars for one. And people that use them, for starting yards, they use a lot of them in starting yards.
Yeah.
And so I think it'd be something we have.
I think it's a good idea. Anything else coming up next year we should look out for? It's going to be year 41.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I told him it's hard to come up with something new every year for 40 years. Cowboy that works for cowboys. It's...
Yeah.
We're not going to have a beauty pageant. We're not going to do anything like that, but we'll come up with something.
Yep.
He'll be up probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning some night and figure out something.
Well, I know we'll be talking to you, and I wouldn't be surprised if something new comes up as soon as you leave today, Dan. You'll be slapping your knee about it.
Can you see the wheels turning now?
Yep.
Yeah, but it doesn't work when you're trying, though, does it?
No.
It hits you when it's quiet.
It just hits you.
Yeah.
Well, I think the idea of an auction is a cool idea, too. I could see that going a lot of ways that could be really, really beneficial. Hey, what do you think of that new DVD there, Dan? Underneath.
Seen the cover?
Oh, I haven't seen the cover. Oh, man. I love it. Man, that's nice. Right?
That's our classic champ, right?
Yep, that's the Dizzy D quietly snuck in there and won the thing without John Davidson in the driver's seat as his son-in-law. So it's another good story for
It is a good story.
for the Great Wagon Race Season 3. So
it was time for them.
It was.
It was their time.
It was. And you know what's, I want to say that the 25th anniversary, which I was here for, we had a DVD that was actually, I didn't even think about this, but it was a red cover, and I think Dizzy D was on it. That might have been the year that they had won it, but they had, or maybe I don't know, maybe they had a big wreck that year. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I don't think they've ever won. This is their first time to win.
Okay.
First time.
Gosh.
Yeah, like I said, it was their time.
Great story. It's a good story. That's one of those things that, you don't go in. We were focused on big mules this year, but we just had these other secondary and tertiary stories that are just there that really fill in all the gaps on that. So it's going to be really fun. Don't miss Season 3. Don't forget to go get your DVD. Give them a call down there at the furniture store and get it ordered. They're mailing them out. But yeah, I think that's it. You guys got anything else you want to say? Anybody you want to wish a Merry Christmas to, Dan?
Not in front of Peggy.
Yeah.
Maybe one of my old girlfriends.
Well, once
He's
again,
so cute.
Oh, goodness. He's always got one to say. Well, thank you guys very much for everything you do. It's because of you guys that we're here. It's because of you guys we've got Arkansas Chuckwagon Racing, which is kind of crazy to think about. And thanks for joining us for the Christmas show again. We'll be back doing it again next year, I'm sure. It'll be fun to be reminiscing on the 41st annual National Championships. But
yeah,
thank you all for tuning in today.
What the fellowship we've had.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
Over the 40 years, the people that we've met and just, and the kids growed up and said, Dan, I'm 30-year-old and I've been to every one of them.
Everyone.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
And it's a good quality crowd too.
Yeah.
It's a good people that come.
Well, I think that That's where it all starts, and that's the reason it's been.
We've been blessed with that.
Yeah.
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 It's been a heck of a ride, hasn't it,
All
Papa?
right. Oh.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Once again, go check out chuckwagonchannel.com. Subscribe, relive the ride. Lots of good stuff going on right now, and as we go into 2026, it's going to be a great year. Make sure you go and you nominate people for the CWC Awards coming up on New Year's Day, and we'll see you out on the track. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for listening to the CWC Podcast.